pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Toronto Thunderbirds. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Right to the air is Burrow. Left side to Lamb. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. And a huge play that time. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Burrow looking to pass. Out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged.
And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Thunderbirds will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Walker to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thurston going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. That is caught by Lamb. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Now Burrow on first down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turn things around.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Thurston. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Thurston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 33 yards. And the Thunderbirds have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Thurston. Throw out wide to Walker. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thurston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries in just 2 yards.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll try and throw for it here. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Operating from the gun, Thurston. Going right back to Fant. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Thurston. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
This goes out wide for Mixon. Here we go. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man Lamb, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience I can tell you that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, here we go. How about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Thunderbirds will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Thurston. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A final shot before break. Thurston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, Thurston. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Trotty. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be intercepted. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So,
that's caught inside the Trotty. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 1st and 10, Thurston throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Off the play fake. Thurston. This is the tight end Fant. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Off play action. Thurston. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Thurston. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thurston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open just a little underneath.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to Walker on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Thurston. He completes this to Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Thurston. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. First down, Thurston. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Thurston. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Throwing on 1st down. Thurston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down. Thurston. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Thurston. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw again. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Murphy. Touchdown, Seahawks. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there. And there's a silver lining to all this is resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, there said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute?
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jordan Brooks able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Murphy. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On first down, Thurston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He's got a man, complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one